Welcome to Vibrant Voices. I'm your host, Charles Aline. On today's show, actor Bechir Sylvain and the founder of the Haiti International Film Festival, Jacquil Constant.
Oh man, it's just very exciting. I think it's historical. I think it's going to be fun. I think people will get to go behind the scene and actually see, how actors, really go through what we go through to get, a role. So I think it's going to be very different, and a lot of people are going to be excited to see it.
How close is it to reality? Because it really does pull back the curtain on the entertainment industry.
Oh no, it's extremely real. I mean, we all, especially the warm ups. Every time I see him do a warm up before a scene, and just the day-to-day struggle, and also the ego, what we go through in our heads, and trying to convey these emotions, and also why we do what we do, the reason why it's so important to us, and also how our family is affecting us, how our culture affects us, and as well too. So that was really cool to be part of something that actually allowed us to really show the Haitian culture as well, which is going to be historical because we don't get a chance to show a culture like that. So it's going to be great to see a brand new lifestyle and a brand new life, and then also seeing behind the scene of what we really go through.
I'm the founder of the Haiti International Film Festival. It's our 11th year, and Bechir is our great host and board member, and he does so well of just showing the Haitian diaspora. His film Id has, and he's doing so many things. I mean, Wonder Man, Jurassic Park, like he. Really shares. He's even been to my film class at Passing City College, and his students stayed after. They never stay after. But when Bashir talked to them, they didn't want to leave. I'm like, it's an hour and a half, and they're glued to their seats because Bashir was giving them the reality of being an actor, but really fighting for his culture and all these roles that he's in. BMF, he always pushed the Haitian identity at the forefront, and I really appreciate that, and I love that he's like, everything he does for the community. And thank you for everything you do, be sure.
Appreciate that, man. Bechir Sylvain, actor, writer, director, you name it. Man of many many hats. Cowboy, you name it. But I'm happy to be here. Happy to talk to you, my man, and to talk to the audience and let them know a little bit more about myself and what we do. And I believe that in a society that we live in right now, and especially in the arts, we need support, especially when the arts are pretty much not being taken seriously. When actually art is the expression that we all need right now to express what we need to say and how we feel about what's going on in this country, or any country or any place. So I always am very grateful to have any opportunity to express myself, talk to the people, and let people know what I do, and hopefully entertain them at the same time.
Oh, cool, man. So we're going to get to everything, the film that Jacquil just mentioned, we're going to get, but let's start with your blockbuster this summer that came out. What was that experience like working on Jurassic Park? And, can you share that with the audience?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, working on a big franchise like Jurassic World Rebirth is it's not, I want to say it's every actor's dream, but at the same time, it is something that you're sitting here like, is this possible? Because it's such a big entity. It is such a big impact the first time it came out. When Jurassic Park came out, I don't know anybody in the world that doesn't remember the first time seeing it and not being affected and going, wow, like not only wow, those are dinosaurs, but also how far art could take it, where they could actually bring back dinosaurs. So, and also Spielberg, being the GOAT, is always great to be employed by the best of the best. Garrett Edwards, who's done so many films from Godzilla and Star Wars and everything like that. So really for me, it was just a win, a personal win for any artist that's been working so hard to achieve visibility and also the respect from people that you look up to. I look up to Mahershala, I look up to Scarlett, I look up to so many people. Like, so to be able to stand next to them and help champion this film and make something that's fabulous, which is nominated for an Oscar for special effects, which is kind of cool. It's great. It's a great feeling, and it's a fuel to keep going. In this art, it's really hard sometimes where you're trying to figure out, okay, what's next, and you need a constant cheerleader to let you know, okay, you're doing good, keep going. And I feel like this film kind of like was the big soundbite cheerleading voice that I needed to pat me on the back and go, hey man, keep going at it, you're doing good.
Okay,
But it
that's
was
that.
great. It was a great experience. It was amazing to work with Mahershala, great to work with Scarlett and Johnny and Rupert and all the cast. We became such a family. We still stay in contact till this day, which is kind of cool and rare. And also I got to visit all these beautiful countries, man. Thailand, Malta, London. I even got a chance to jump in to go to France and Vietnam, and it was an eye opener. It was a godly time film. To be honest, I'm a man of faith, so it was perfect when God allowed this opportunity to come to my steps and take me to all these places, and at the same time heal part of my journey as well too, which is great.
Cool, man. I know that a lot of actors when they're starting out, they're looking for that big home run, that big hit that would change the trajectory of their career. Do you feel that this change this movie changed the trajectory of your career?
I think everything that I put in has changed the trajectory of my career. I think it's all about what you put in from the beginning. Not one thing is gonna take you far. There are actors that were in all the other six Jurassic Parks, and some of them flew, and some of them you're just like, oh yeah, I don't, whatever happened to such and such. I don't think you put yourself in a situation. I'm learning that you don't put yourself in a situation where you're waiting for one opportunity to have a trajectory. You're constantly working on your trajectory. You're constantly working on what's next, and also defining your art, defining who you are as an artist, defining your path and your destiny as far as what you want to do, what you want to say, the stories that you want to tell. Jurassic definitely helps with that, with, like I said, with the visibility and also the ability for people to say, hey, this guy could sell stuff. So, but yeah, man, I think anything that you do, even if it's your own stuff, like for example, like Jacquil mentioned, id I did this in 2019, and now it's getting more views than I ever saw. I think we're at the 60,000 views or something like that, which is kind of insane, for a film that's literally about me and me. You know what I'm saying? And that's great, So you don't really know what's gonna take off, but I think it's the continuance of like working and constantly doing projects, constantly doing that is what takes the trajectory up. It's not just that one project, because that one project is just one project. You know what I'm saying? It's what's next. What they say is like, you're not you're only good as what's you're only good to on what your next project is. You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal opinion and my view and my experience when it comes to trajectory.
Yeah, well, that's cool. I like that because, most actors they're just waiting for that one. Well, they don't know. And so I think with you sharing this experience will give them an insight to what really the business is all about. Not just one project is going to change your life, but what you put into it. I
And
mean,
not only that too, like that one project that you're waiting for, if you're not ready for it, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are waiting for that one project, and that one project does come, and then they fail because they weren't ready, because they haven't been working. So that's why I'm like, I strongly believe that one project never makes you. You know what I'm saying? It might give you the visibility, it might make people go, oh man, yeah, that guy, he's good, and it spreads your name out and people know about you. But you're only as good as how much you practice, man. And unlike AI, I'm not talking about the computer, but
Mm,
Allen Iverson, practice is very important.
true,
You know what I'm
true, true,
saying?
true.
I know he's like practice, but I'm like, nah, practice, absolutely. Yeah, we're talking about practice, and this is very, very, very important. And I think that's what's gonna help you, because that, tomorrow somebody could be praying for a big role, and it comes and the audition, and then when you don't have the practice that is necessary, and you are in a big budget movie like this, and the pressure is on you, and they're shooting on film, and they're like, okay, cool, we don't have that much time, guys, we only got 2 takes, go. You know what I'm saying? And if you freeze, and you know what I'm saying, it's like, oof. So you have to be on top of your game 24/7, which also, that was another thing that I learned about myself. I was just like, oh wow, like all this training is very helpful, because I felt that I was always on, I was always ready, I was always wanting to help the film, and the arts aspect of it. I was always like, "Ooh, what about this? What about that? Oh my God, that'll be cool if I, which is great. Which is always great."
You know what me seeing the film and what sort of captured my attention is that you maintain your Haitian, right? And you have the character as a Haitian character. How did that came about for you, you know?
Originally the script, they only had it, in French. They had it in French, which my character speaks French, which is great. But they didn't say where he was from, and also they were very secretive, because there's certain projects that they're very, like Wonder Man was the same thing too. Um, you don't really know a lot, and then once I found out about the character, and once I got it, um, I started doing my research and the stuff that I do, which is background, and write my story and blah 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 and all that stuff. Um, which I decided to make him Haitian, because I was like, well, we speak French. I speak French. I grew up in Haiti speaking French. I went to Saint-Louis and all that wonderful stuff. So I was just like, all right, cool. Let me ask. And so I asked. I sent my notes to the director, and the director asked, Spielberg and the team and Universal approved it, and then boom. Next thing you know, they were like, yeah. And it was great. It was awesome. And I asked for like a little bracelet and little things, like, the cooking scene where I'm cooking. I'm actually cooking like Haitian food. They actually had Haitian food on set, which was kind of
Nice.
cool. I was just like, wow, man, this is such a fulfilling thing. And, I was emotional that day. I remember they all looking at me like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, but this is a big deal for us. This is a big deal for Haitian people, man. I've seen us being ignored for so long, and when you are in one of the biggest franchises in the world, and they're bringing Haitian food to bring up your culture into a franchise like that, it's magical, you know. So so yeah, man, it was definitely a big win for me, and I think for the country as well, to be able, like, this lasts forever. Movies last forever. So 20 years from now, that when Haiti is back on top, and I'm saying they have museums, I'm hoping that they have my costume at a museum in Haiti, like,
Nice.
hey, he was in Jurassic, all the Haitians that have done stuff in the world, which would be cool,
Well, you know what I like about it, because and why I appreciate the character and why I sort of brought that up is that, and I was listening to this actress, I can't remember her name. She was in Formula One. Um, she played the mother of the character, the black guy that is the racer, right?
hmm
And they're Caribbean, right? And in the movie, they're Caribbean. And I think she went to the producers, and she was like, because they wanted her to do a Jamaican accent, see, right? And she was like, people have seen this, people, the Jamaican accent. And she said, most people don't even do it well, right?
hmm
And she goes, well, let me do a Barbadian accent, right? Let me do a Bajan accent, right? And she just presented, and they said, you know what, go for it, right? And so I watched the movie, and I'm like, oh, she really nailed it, you know? And so you appreciate that those little small gestures in movies, and people might not think it's something big, but to a group of people, it means something, you know?
Absolutely.
You know, so that's why I bring that up. And your character mean a lot to Caribbeans and Haitians, right? To
Mm.
see an authentic character. You know, you got the food, you got everything. Everybody appreciates that. Everybody in the Caribbean can identify, even if they're not Haitian, they can
Yep.
identify with the authenticness, the realness, right? And so I appreciate the character. I enjoyed the character. So, you know, good job, my man. Okay,
Thank you, man.
kudos to you and Spielberg for letting you, giving you respect to bring that character to life. So cool, cool. All right, so now let's just switch. I know that you have this movie coming up, Wonder Man, which is going to be on Disney Plus, and
Yeah,
that's about
TV
to kick
series.
off.
TV series.
Hmm?
TV series.
TV series. That's what I said.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it's going to be on Disney Plus.
mhm.
And so I want you to talk about that, how that all came about, and what we can expect from your character, and just make us excited. And so
I
we're
think
gonna,
I
we're
think
gonna be tuning into Disney Plus. We're gonna be enjoying this ride that you're gonna take us on. So give us a little bit about the character and how the whole thing
well,
came about.
one thing, if you could run it back, that it's a TV series. So when you got edit that, it's gonna be so just introduce it again with the TV series.
Yeah, I know because well, Disney Plus usually make TV series. All right, so I run it back. So Wonder Man TV series on Disney Plus. Bashir, talk about your character, how you're gonna, take us on a tremendous ride, and you know, share
Uh,
your experience.
yeah, man. Wonder Man's coming out January 27th. Hopefully everybody tunes in. It's gonna be great. Another moment, another historical moment for Haitian people. I play a very, very small part on it. A small part, but very significant part. I play Sanford, which is Wonder Man's dad, and Sanford is Haitian. And his mom is Haitian as well too. So which makes him Haitian American. So Wonder Man is Haitian American, which is kind of cool, which is kind of great. I just hope that people champion behind it and understand that, this is a first step to having our stories and having our culture being shown in a grander scale, such as the Marvel universe. It's amazing to be able to do that twice, one in Jurassic and now in Marvel. Um and uh and and they're looking at us, they're looking at our stories, they're looking at our culture, and to have myself, Karina Bonfil, is in it as well too. A lot of Haitian folks are in it. Jean-Élie was the consultant to them. And I just hope that our people are excited about seeing us, because I think this is a step moving forward on bringing us. And we started a little bit with Wakanda, right? With Black Panther, when they mentioned Haiti, but now they're bringing our culture in there, which is exciting and fun. So yeah, man, this is something that I think everybody should support. And I'm sure, just like anything else, people are gonna have some criticism, like, oh well, why is he not real Haitian, blah blah blah, and all stuff. But it's a win. It's a win. I think it's a win that they are bringing us up to the forefront, and we need to celebrate that, and we need to, and also champion the ones that are in it. You know what I'm saying? Like myself and Karina. And Karina does such an incredible job in there, and all the Haitians that came in and supported. Jean-Élie, and created an atmosphere that allows them to want to see more. So yeah, man. I mean, the show. I think Yaya just does an incredible job. Demetrius does an incredible job in this film. I mean, in this series. I'm sorry, series 8 episode series, and um, and yeah, man. It's a story about acting. It's about the Hollywood and behind the scenes of what an actor goes through, and his family is Haitian, and he's struggling of trying to become the next superhero movie. He's trying to be in a movie, but he has superpowers, and in the time that he's living, superpowers are not allowed to be used in any kind of regular setting. And so he's kind of like hiding this secret that he has superpowers, but he really wants to be this Wonder Man, which is a superhero in the movie that he's shooting. So it's fun. It's fun. It's different. It's something that I think is needed. It's been a very long time since we've seen a show about, actors in Hollywood. I mean, Entourage was the last one. Of course, we got the studio that has the behind the scene, behind the whole aspect of it. But I think this one actually is going to be very, I mean, it's already got 94% on Rotten Tomato, which is kind of dope. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited to see, and I hope that they do a second season and they, bring us all back and really land on showing our culture and yeah, man, I'm excited about it.
That's cool, man. So there's a possibility that you can have a reoccurring role in the series then.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But the significant thing is I am his father, and in any superhero film, being the father of a mutant, there's always some kind of issue, whether if it's daddy issue or there's always something with the connection with the dad, and it's kind of cool to be able to be part of that. So you never know, and that's the thing about these universe, you never know what could happen. They could always bring me back as something else, and you never know. You never know. So, but the win here is the fact that we have a Haitian family in the MCU, which is awesome, which is incredible. It's another beautiful win, and I hope that we see more. I hope we just continue to see more and more and more. Until we have like our own flesh and blood. Uh, Haitian superhero, and we got some, and we actually do have real some.
Well, that's cool, man. So let me ask you a question of an actor's question. When you was getting you got the role, your dad, how did you get into character of being a dad? And I'm sure the guy he's not that much older than you, right? And you're playing his dad.
Oh yeah, well, we it's more of a flashback of showing me
Uh-huh.
as his dad when he was young, and uh, and it was great, man, because I actually was very happy to get this role because I got the chance to channel my dad. My dad was, because I think Haitian people there's two versions of dads. You got the dad that's extremely strict, don't hug you, don't tell you I love you, like just military, mon cher, no, 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 nobody comme ça, whatever. Then you have the other dad that's basically the fun, laughing, dancing clown that you're just like, oh God, this guy is too much, and just boom. I was blessed to have the fun dad that, constantly told me that he loved me and would like discipline me and then after be like, I love you, right? And I'm like, whatever, man. So it was cool to tap into the joy of and remembering, how he was, and to kind of like put that on to the son that to my son in this series. And it was cool to even hear a comment from Andrew, one of the actors that are who plays one of the agents in the show. He came up to me at the premiere and he was just like, man, the way you were with your son really made me want to be better with my son. And I was like, oh man. So it's cool to have these moments land. I mean, they were very quick moments. I'm not in it like as much as anybody would would love me to be in. But I definitely have an impact where enough where people are touched by, the kindness and the joy and the fun, Haitian, dad that I brought in, which was on my pops. So it was cool. It was really really cool to be able to do that in comparison to other roles that I played, like Glock, where where he's just like, oh man. So it was dope. It was dope to trying to tap into all these different types of Haitian men. You know.
Man, I think that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. Being a Caribbean myself, my dad is you also have the Caribbean dad that knows everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I want, I just want to control your life, do what I tell you to do, that type of stuff. So,
Yep.
man, this sounds really a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to just sitting down and enjoying this television series on Disney Plus. Again, what date is it dropping?
January 27th.
January 27th. All right, that's just around the corner.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so
Yep.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I
Mhm.
got, I have Disney Plus. I can't wait to check it out. I can't wait to see your acting. Man, it's going to be a blast, and I hope, you guys get like a second season and to bring your character back, and we just get to enjoy, seeing you perform. Now I really want to touch now because we have Jacquil Constant on the podcast with us, and he talks he's the Haiti International Film Festival founder, and he mentioned that you had a film where you're playing both characters, right? You play twins, is it?
Mhm.
You know, is that are you guys gonna do something special for this year at the Haiti International Film Festival with that film, or what's going on with that particular film?
Well, every year is a special year for the Haitian International Film
No,
Festival.
I mean in association
Oh
with.
no, no, I'm just saying like every year it's always we have a theme, we have all these wonderful things about our culture, and we get to really represent us in so many ways. And again, I always stress the fact that we are a Haitian International Film Festival. So it's not just for us. We also show movies from the diaspora of Africa and all the other countries as well too. But yeah, man, I mean, we're super excited. Actually, I'm gonna let Jaquil talk about that. Go ahead, President. Go ahead and let him know about this song. This big thing that we be doing every year.
Every year. So this is the 11th year of our film festival. So, I mean, it's really about our films and just showing the best of Haitian society, and I just love to see that we're growing every year. And that's just so important that we curate the best Haitian films. We recently kidnapping that was at our film festival 2 years ago, that one actually no last year, and it was up for the Oscars race. I mean, recently we just had Alan Martin had another film, a documentary that was the Forgotten Occupation, that was at our film festival 2 years ago. So we want to show you like our films are going to Cannes, they're going to TIFF, they're at the Haiti International Film Festival, and our filmmakers are making amazing films. So I mean, we're definitely in support of that. And this year, is going to be in August. So just wait, we're a summer film festival. So August 15th, a whole day of Haitian films, from shorts to features to documentaries. So just get ready for that, you know what I mean? And our thing is our knowledge in Haitian cinema. Since we were independent since 1804, that's what you get, the independent spirit from these Haitian filmmakers, these actors. They put in most of them are self-funded, so they're unfiltered. They're real perspective of Haitian society and people in the industry too, who bring in that culture. I think because we have this history of independence, and it just permeates wherever we are. We bring Haiti with us. Either it's in acting, it's in academia, it's in business. So that's probably some of our seasoning, or we call our épices. Um, so it definitely comes out, and just having Bechir there being the host, a board member, and just being a multifaceted actor from doing theater to TV to, and he does it effortlessly, so I saw him one time play like Malcolm X, and it was amazing. I felt like I should have paid for it, like just seeing him live and just being a craftsman, like really loving. um so I mean that's what we show of the Haitian experience that people don't tend to see, but when they see it on a big stage, see these films, they're like, your artists are amazing. You know what I mean? And that's what gets us, on podcasts. That's what gets us, you know, um, in newspapers. It's because of the great work that we're doing. American, born, raised in Hollywood, but being Haitian, I wanted that to be shown on the biggest screen and be shown in Hollywood, the entertainment capital. And I think with me and Bishop, we've been successful in doing that and changing the narrative now, where now people call for us. When there is a Haitian event, our filmmakers and other and the city now, the city reached out to us and like, can we collaborate? Because we know you do a film festival at the Barnesville, but Tutel and he reached out. So I mean, it shows you that community building. Us, we've been able to build our own ecosystem through education, through business, and the entertainment industry. So I think all those things really help to cement us, in Los Angeles as the leading voice for the Haitian diaspora.
Cool, cool, cool. One quick question. I know you guys usually have a theme for so I don't know if you mentioned it. You usually have a theme for the Haiti International Film Festival each year. So what is the theme this year for the film festival?
The art of knowledge in Haitian cinema. So that's the theme. You know, I just think it's important because I see so many of these films and just seeing like our independent nature, and I want people to like really understand the importance of being the first Black nation to have its independence in 1804 and the ripple effects. And we help other countries in Latin America, like Ecuador, Venezuela. There's other countries that Colombia, um, and a lot of people took after our flag, even Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, that red and blue that you see. So I just wanted, and I think that was the real fear of Haiti, that it was not only made independence for itself, it for other countries, and it even helped places that were non-Haitian, like Greece. Just like, oh, here's some beans, so you could no, actually coffee was actually coffee that they helped them to raise money for their independence, was the defining force for Israel to be independent. Haiti has stood, you know, against tyranny, has stood against injustice, throughout the world, not just in Haiti. Um, so I think that's what we try to do, trying to showcase um, that at the film festival. And I think a lot of people don't know, Antonin Femin wrote this book about in 1885 about blacks being equal back in 1885. So Haitians have been a part this black humanity for years, over 200 years. When we tell our stories, it's totally different when it comes from a Haitian perspective than mainstream that tries to tell sometimes trying to tell us a story that doesn't show our full strength.
Okay, cool, man. All right, gentlemen, thank you for coming on this show. It was entertaining, it was educational, and I look forward to continue collaborating with you guys and working and just spreading the news in the community about what you guys are doing. And this platform is a really great platform to get the word out. So I really appreciate you guys coming on, and thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you
Uh,
for having us, man. And thank you for everybody that's watching. Again, August 12th. Is it August 12th, right?
Um,
August.
August 15th.
Oh, August 15th. I know it's a little early, but August 15th, put mark it in the calendar now so you could make sure that you come check it out, man. I mean, like Jacquil said, the films are so phenomenal. They're just so phenomenal. It's every year we get more surprise, and seeing the quality just getting better and better and better, and you know, and yeah, man, and we need the support. They need our support. They need our support to be seen, and some of them are already out there, like Kidnapping, and U.S. occupation of Haiti is probably going to come out soon, and please come through and come check it out. And then January 27th, check out Wonder Man, check out the series. I think all 8 episodes will be out, so you'll be able to just binge watch it. That's what a lot of people have done so far, which is kind of cool. And yeah, man. So thank you for having us, brother.
One quick question, Bechir. On your short, can we check that out on YouTube? How can we
Oh
see?
yeah, you could find it on YouTube. You could probably go to my Instagram. I posted it on my Instagram. Yeah, man, it's it's a short that I felt that was needed at that time. Again, when I pray about my projects, God always tells me what it needs to be in it, especially when it's my own personal stuff. And at that time, before all of this, before all the stuff that's happening, I just felt the need to show the duality of us, of immigrants, period, because any immigrant will relate to it. It's not only Haitians, where you sometimes we feel like we have to make a choice whether or not to utilize our culture or put our culture to the side and become American to work in this society. And the goal is to be able to meet, to compromise and meet in the middle, and be able to say, no, who you are is what makes you great. You don't have to put away your culture or put away your identity in order for you to succeed. You don't need to be nobody else but yourself. You could add stuff to yourself. You could add another language. You could add all these other things. But for you to say, no, I'm no longer going to be Haitian and I'm just going to be American, it's impossible. It's impossible. So here you are, you're having a character basically having a breakdown where he's debating whether or not he should, choose which side that he wants to expose to the world. And because because of everything that's happening in Haiti, and because of all the ridicule that he gets, he's trying to make the decision. But at the end of the day, you can't erase your background, you can't erase your history, you can't erase your culture. So at the end, he decides to accept it. So I'm
Cool,
super
cool.
excited about that. I'm super excited to see if there's a possibility to do more. I've gotten a lot of DMs asking, "Hey man, what's going on? Are you gonna do more with this?" And that's the hope. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
So you're thinking of making it in the future. What's the name of the short again?
It's
Tell
id,
folks.
id or ID. It's a double meaning, just like the characters, id or ID. So you could call it id or you could call it ID.
Okay, and you're trying to make it into, see if it can
Yeah,
get
if
it
I could do
become a
it as a
feature.
feature, if I could do it as a series, that'd be great. I have a lot of, I've, about 4 years ago, we pitched it to a couple places and stuff, and we got a lot of cool response to it, but nobody, bid on it. But I think it's time to revamp it and to see, what we could do with it, and continue that aspect, because it is a very interesting aspect and everybody relates to it, and there's so many other avenues that we could go with it, and really show the duality of humanity, period. Not only just immigrants, but all of us have a id, and we also are struggling with our identity, especially depending of what is happening in society. So
Cool, my man. So if you
yeah.
need a Caribbean dad, also you can get me too if there's
Absolutely, absolutely.
all right, my man. All right, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it very much coming on the show.
Yes, sir.
And let's keep doing what you're doing, gentlemen. And thank you for coming on.
This episode was brought to you by the 2026 edition of Our Vision Caribbean and Latino Film Festival. Submit your films now on Film Freeway.